US President Donald Trump is moving against Russia for real, and now he announced sanctions against a third country, India. The reason: India is buying large amounts of Russian oil, and this is practically supporting the war in Ukraine. That's the argument of Donald Trump, and he said this is not in the national interest of the United States. He wants this war in Europe to end, and is now punishing first India. 50% tariffs are announced. They should take effect later this month. It is a hard measure against the Indian economy. India is protesting. He says the move is not fair, but Donald Trump obviously wants to make his threat reality, that he will punish all countries who are doing business with Russia. He calls it secondary tariffs. And of course, besides India, there is also China, which also consumes large quantity of Russian oil and other Russian product. The difference is that the US is in negotiation with China about an overall broader deal. That's why it seems like China is spared for now. This all comes only 2 days before a dramatic deadline is running out, a ultimatum really, where Donald Trump said Russian President Vladimir Putin must agree on a ceasefire in Ukraine, otherwise sanctions against Russia directly and more importantly against all these countries, secondary sanctions, will take effect. This move comes on a day where emissary Steve Witkoff was meeting Vladimir Putin in the Kremlin. The Kremlin has stated there was progress made, and there were sources reporting that Putin seems to offer a ceasefire, at least in the air. If this is enough for Donald Trump to start more negotiations after the ultimatum runs out is unclear so far. What is clear: Donald Trump is following through with his threats to move away from Vladimir Putin, to confront the Russian leader.